Hi, everybody. Welcome to our Tuesday lunch chat on this election day. I hope you're well. I'm Sarah. I own Not Another Hat. That's the name of a yarn store that I'm standing in right now, located in the heart of the Columbia River Gorge, aka Hood River, Oregon. So welcome to our Tuesday lunch chat where we talk about all of the cool new things in the store or upcoming things or any kind of things. I have been known to go off on the occasional tangent. To start off today, I thought I would tell you why I'm wearing this sweater. This is Grouse Creek by Amy Christoffers, a Berroco pattern, and I knit it in Berroco Lanas Light and Berroco Millefiori Light. And I'm wearing it today because my memories popped up from 4 years ago. I cast on and knit through the election, watching all the live election results, working on this sweater. So when I saw that memory pop up in my photos, I was like, oh, okay, I guess I know what I should wear today. I mean, at least it's finished, right? That's not always a guarantee. I'm now thinking of all the sweaters I might have on the needles that are 4 years old. Anywho, I have so many fun things to talk about today. I hope you all have voted or have a plan to vote before your poll areas close. Here in Oregon, we are beyond lucky. We get to vote from the comfort of our home. And so my ballot was delivered to the drop box a week ago. So, yes, that I feel very fortunate that we get to do that. We don't have to miss work or take a whole day off to make that happen. We don't have to stand in line. But I know that not everybody has it so easy. So good luck, everybody. I hope you all have had a chance or will be having a chance to go place your vote because it's very important. So the first thing I'm going to talk about, it's the first Tuesday of the month. So we've got some limited edition colors to show off. They're really fun. Oh gosh, I just looked at who this is in honor of. This is in honor of the first Native American professional ballerina in the U.S. The colorway is Fuchsia. This is the Knitted Wit HERstory color of the month. It's gorgeous.
Maria Tallchief.
Thank you, Maria Tallchief, professional ballerina. And this colorway is just beautiful. There is a letter. If you go to look at our HERstory product, there's a link to, they call it a love letter. It describes a bit about Maria, her life, why she's important, etc., about how they came to create this color. So really cool. Check that out. We just have a few of these in stock. And then the Tosh hue of the moment for November is called Plastic Flamingo. I said flamingo. Plastic Flamingo. Let's get all the letters in there. So brilliant, bright. If your weather has turned gray, this would be such a fun pop of color to be knitting with on your needles. So this is the Tosh Merino Light. We just have a couple of those left. And this is Tosh DK. I think we have 6 or so. This is so squishy. I love it. It feels so good. Sorry. You can probably see in my eyes when I get distracted, I start thinking about what I could make with something. Those two are our colors of the month from Tosh, Plastic Flamingo. So I think they're super, super fun. Next up in our discussion list today is, I just want to throw out a quick reminder. The Black Friday, etc. festivities, those happen here also, even though we're not some big mega superstore. We are not open in person on Black Friday. We like to have that day off to spend with our families and friends. But there will be something special that comes in your inbox. So you'll want to make sure that you're watching your email. And then, of course, Small Business Saturday is the really big celebration around here. So we will be having an in-store fun little holiday open house with hot cider and treats. And then all day on Saturday, in-store or online, if you spend $50, you get our 2025 coupon book, which has over $75 in savings for the coming year. So basically it's a coupon each month for different things like a free pattern or buy one, get one with needles or yarn, etc. Free shipping. It varies all over. So make sure to mark your calendar. You want to watch for our Black Friday deals. Shop small with us on Saturday, whether you can be in person or online. And then we're even going to get in the mix with a little fun something for Cyber Monday this year. We haven't done this before. So it'll be fun. Yes. Make sure you're paying attention. I know that there's a lot of noise about that weekend. In fact, the noise has already started. I'm already hearing ads for Black Friday deals. I do not understand why that's a thing. It's not that time yet, but whatever. I don't get to make those rules, I guess. Okay, that was your public service announcement about the Black Friday weekend. I have so many new accessories that just arrived in the last few days, and I'm going to show them all to you because it would just be sad not to. I just had a thought about something. Julia, can you check to see that the Walton Farms and the Fringe Pop have been activated? Because it would be sad to tell you all about them and then not actually have them be on our website. Julia's going to work on that, but I'm going to start with this cool box. This is from Fox and Pine Stitches. It is a marker and tool storage box that I'm opening the wrong direction. Here we go. Look at all that storage. Woo-hoo. So you've got smaller compartments here, 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 a larger one here. This will actually hold a tape measure, short pair of scissors, etc. And they all close up with the most satisfying snap of a magnet. Listen. I love these. So we have these in teal, purple, blue, and gold, if you need a little sparkle, or silver. So check those out. Perfect way to store all of your doodads and keep them nice and organized, because we're all about the organization. We also got beautiful tape measures in. This says Love Beyond Measure, and this has a cute little alpaca from Fox and Pine. And I forgot to bring them over here, but we have some right side, wrong side stitch markers. Those are so helpful if you are making garter stitch projects. I mean, they're helpful no matter what, but especially helpful when you're knitting in a fabric that's really difficult to tell the right side from the wrong side. So you can check those out online from Fox and Pine Stitches. There's more. We just got in a whole selection, you can see it right here, of Walton Wood Farm hand cream, and this is yummy delicious. It's whipped, soft, and it comes in a whole bunch of flavors like this one, Winter's a Bitch. The flavor of this is peppermint buttercream. Delicious. So check those out. We have Week from Hell here. This is grapefruit and brown sugar. How about Comfort and Joy, scented like a holiday bakery. So really delicious. These would make great stocking stuffers for anyone. Doesn't have to be a knitter, but especially for a knitter, because we hate having dry hands that snag our yarn when we're knitting. We also just got a stock of new tins from Firefly Notes. I love this little Kit Kat. Of course, you know, these are the really great storage tins that are beautifully crafted, fully coated in a resin to be long lasting. So we have a cute cat. Grab a couple here. This cute sheep says, "Have you any wool?" The fox. And sorry, I'm really leaning here. Nice little owl, that's a horizontal one. Or this cute little kitty. And shiny things, crow, caw. So check those out. More things that would make great gifts, or maybe you need to put that on your gift list for somebody else. And maybe send Santa Claus to notanotherhat.com, right, for Christmas. I'm not done though with the organization and storage. We just got in these adorable little cases from Fringe Pop. This one's a rotary telephone. This just cracked me up so much. My kids would have no idea what to do with this phone. Or even they wouldn't know this was a phone. If they saw this with a receiver connected to it, they would be like, I don't know, what is that? But these are kind of like little pill boxes, but personally, they're marker storage boxes. Oh, and they have mirrors on top. Look at that. Oh, trippy. It's infinite lunch chats. So I actually have one of these that I carry around in my purse, and I have 3 types of markers sorted and stored inside. And these come in a lot of really cute designs, like I'm allergic to people. Or Rosie the Riveter. How about this little classic fairy tale kitties? Where's the meow? There we go. So that is our accessory roundup. I feel like I've just missed some stuff. Oh, I did. There's snips. Yep, right here. Cute little snips. These are scissors that have a little protective lid. They come in a bunch of different colors. $6 each, you know. So check those out. They're called snipper scissors. And I did almost forget a huge one. We have the coolest bag organizers, which I realize is kind of a confusing idea. Like, what does that mean? And so I wanted to demonstrate for you. This is my giant ass purse. Oh, wow. When you hold it up in perspective to my body, it really is huge. But I need to be able to carry around a lot of stuff all the time. This is in a 10T bag. And I always have a laptop or a tablet or my remarkable notebook, knitting, a wallet, reading glasses, charging cords and cables, and a portable charger, and health-related stuff, migraine meds, all of that. So there's always a lot that I need to carry around, and we now have the perfect insert for your bag, whether it's a handbag or a knitting bag, any kind of bag. They come in 3 sizes. I'm going to show you. Okay, here is my big old bag. And then I'm going to pull my insert out. It fits nicely in. This was the large size here. Everything that I like to keep tidy in my purse is now in here. So we have pockets, 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 pockets. This is zipper pocket right here. I've got my charging cords and stuff in there. Another zipper pocket here, and outer pockets, outer pockets. I haven't even filled it all up yet. And then look at this cavity inside. So you still get the cavity of your bag for the bigger, chunkier stuff. Like I've got my knitting, my reading glasses, because they come in this triangular case that doesn't fit in anything. And I'm actually going to be unloading this, which has like medical stuff, into these smaller pockets to be a little bit tidier. And I can just drop it right down into the center of my bag. And when it's time for me to switch to a new bag with the new season, etc., I just grab it by the handles and pull it out. Drop it in the new one. How amazing is this? So there's 3 sizes, like I was saying. That was the largest one. Not everybody carries around a gigantic bag on their shoulder all the time. This is medium right here. And they come in a ton of different colors. And then there's even a small. But they all have the same great options for organization. They also have gusseted snap sides. So if you need to expand them to hold more, you can just pop those snaps open, or you can leave them closed. Julia just tested this out, discovered her size for her bag is going to be the medium. And she was just loading all of her stuff in too. I am actually, getting that for my bag because I love a 10T bags, but they tend to be a big cavern with very minimal pockets, and I need organization. I need things to be places. So these are really reasonable. The small, I think they're like 12, 16, and 20. So 12 for the little one, 16 for the medium, 20 for the large. They are like a ripstop nylon, washable. They're waterproof. So like if you dumped your coffee inside of it, you can take it out, clean it, etc. So very, very cool. These are called Perrier bag organizer inserts, I think is the name on our website. It's a weird name, P-E-R-I-E-A, Perrier. So check those out. Now that finishes the accessory roundup. What's next on my list? The big one. Guess what time it is? It's time for our next round of the Great American Aran Afghan. This is our signature course. It's a huge course. It lasts for 20 months. And consequently, we only open registration every 2 years because of that. And it is a course that everybody loves who has completed it, or even those who haven't completed it. They still are enthusiastic and say they've learned a ton, they're still working on it, etc. This one that I'm wearing around my shoulders, I started in 2020 and I finished about a month and a half ago. I had all the squares knitted forever and I just needed to sew them together and put the border on. So this is a course that I have pre-recorded, and it is hosted in our virtual classroom, meaning you can follow along at your own pace. We release a square each month and we build on skills over the 20 months. So we start with some of the more straightforward, easier squares. We cover all sorts of techniques, but a lot of cabling. We cover learning how to cable without a cable needle. So by the end of this course, you're a pro. Really, by the end of square 2, you're a pro. And all the other intricate and cool techniques that might be used in each square, we teach those with video demonstrations. So each month when a square comes out, you get a chart from me, which I'm going to explain more in just a second. You get a video walkthrough of knitting that square, things to look out for, tips, tricks, etc. And if there's any tricky techniques or new techniques, you will get video demonstrations of those specific techniques as well. So let me show you a little bit about why this class is so fantastic. This is, we're knitting the Afghan in this book, The Great American Aran Afghan. And there's a lot of really beautiful designs. Oh, here's a good picture. Let me show you the whole thing opened up. So traditional Aran cables, 20 different squares, 24 total to choose from, but your blanket will have 20. And I want to find a good example to show you. Okay, let's real quick, we're going to look at this square. This is the charts that you get from the book. There are 4 separate little individual charts that have different heights of rows, etc. And the book just tells you to work across and do 8 stitches of B, 8 stitches of C, 24 stitches of A, 8 stitches of B, 8 stitches of C, and you have to just keep track of where you're at in each of those separate charts. It's a lot. What I do is I take that information, put it into one easy to follow chart where all of those different motifs are lined up correctly next to each other, row by row, so that you can follow it much more easily. I also color code your symbols for your cables so that your eye can more easily look to the definition of that cable and then back to the chart for where that cable needs to go. So it's a really big, important part of the class, because basically otherwise you'd be like, well, what do I need this class for? I could just get the book and just, knit through the book. So in addition to your monthly resources, the new chart from me, the video walkthrough, and then any other technique videos, you get the camaraderie of a whole classroom of people going through this adventure with you. We have a private Facebook group that's just for our Great American Aran students, and that includes alumni. So when you have a question or you're stuck, you can post in that group and I will jump in, or Julia will jump in, or someone who's already been through this and has knit this blanket already will jump in, and everybody is super supportive and loves to help out. So this class will open up on Monday, and it will be, registration will be open for about 6 weeks. And then we will kick off with the first square on January 5th. On January 5th, we also will have a kickoff Zoom meeting where we can all meet each other, talk about yarns that we're going to be using. I can answer questions that invariably come up. So we give you all sorts of resources. One of the other perks of this class is you get 15% off the yarn you need, because it does take quite a bit of yarn to make this whole blanket. Takes 4,000 yards of worsted weight yarn. So when you sign up for the class, you get a coupon code for 15% off the yarn that you're going to need to knit this behemoth here. But this is a lovely, truly an heirloom piece of knitting. And it's going to catapult your skills into the next stratosphere. One of my favorite parts about the Afghan class is that you have all these people starting out, and some of them are a little more advanced, you know, and they're not new to cables, but by the end, everyone is going to have worked through the most complicated cables, and they're going to come out on the other side and be like, wow, I didn't know I could do that. And everybody's skills just grow so much during the course of this class. So let me see if I've left off any of the other important things I wanted to tell you about. Yes, as I'm going to say, it only opens every 2 years. So if you miss this round, you're going to have to wait until 2026 to get into the class again. The design, I want to tell you, each square was designed by a separate person as part of a contest. So the publisher of this book, XRX, same company that used to put on Stitches, they held this contest and had submissions from all over the country, and they selected 24 finalists with one grand prize out of those. And those became the squares that comprised the blanket. Unfortunately, XRX is, no longer exists as a company, and the book is out of print, but it still can be found, and we have some other ways we're going to work with that. So skill level, like I was saying, everyone, I've seen people take this class who are fairly new knitters and they're ready for the challenge. And then I've seen people take this class who are, you know, completely advanced knitters, and they just want to be able to create this beautiful piece. It's suitable for everyone. All of the skills that you need to execute this blanket, we teach to you within the course. And I promise you, advanced knitters out there, if you're thinking this wouldn't be a challenge, oh, there's some squares that are going to be a challenge. I promise you'll swear at least once, but only in a good way, right? Like, oh, I can't believe I'm learning this. So yes, cabling without a cable needle, I think it's a huge part of the success of this project, and we really encourage people. We also teach how to follow charts, etc. So if you're not used to following charts and that sounds terrifying, don't worry, we get you there. You'll be a chart pro, and it just opens up your world to so many new kinds of knitting and patterns for knitting when you're like, yeah, I can do a chart. Yeah, I can do those cables without a cable needle. So we cover some other techniques as well. So it's not just cabling. Some of the more advanced squares have a lot of extra weird techniques. So we like to do video tutorials for all of those to make sure everybody is going to be able to do and finish those. We also cover knitting the border, assembling your Afghan, putting it all together, etc. As I was saying, content comes out every month. So every 5th of the month, the next square comes out. That gives you 4 weeks to knit a square. They take somewhere, I would say, between 4 and 10 hours, depending on their complexity. So it's a really doable commitment to have a month to execute one square. And in fact, we've had quite a few knitters over the years endeavor to do 2 at once, because they finish a square and they're like, okay, I got this one. It's bound pats fresh in my memory. I might as well cast on and do another one. And they've actually completed 2 Afghans at the end of the course. So, you know, that could be something you might want to do, especially if you have maybe multiple kids that might be fighting over one Afghan. So we do have a couple of free preview lessons. So you can view this class right now. It's not available for sale yet, so it says out of stock, but you can go and you can view it. You can read all about everything I've just talked about. Included in that description is a link where you can preview our first 3 lessons for free. So basically, these are lessons where I kind of go into more depth about why this course is so important, like why you should do this course and just instead of just trying to do this project on your own. Also, we have a lesson on the materials required, so you can look up front and see, okay, what is the commitment I'm going to have to make in terms of yarn, needles, accessories, etc. And then kind of like an outline of what your next steps would be if you decide to go ahead and jump in. So those 3 little lessons are all available right now to anybody, and the link is in the product description for this course. So you could go check that out. It also kind of gives you an idea of how I structure my lessons. lessons and, you know, my tone of voice and all of that. Everything is very, you know, we're serious about teaching, but I'm also not uptight about it. And so, we want this to be an approachable project for you, and we want you to be successful because we love seeing the outcome of people who have even gotten halfway through this blanket and realized how awesome they've become with their knitting skills. So, opens next Monday. You'll get an email about it, and I'm sure we'll be talking a lot more about it over the next 6 weeks while registration is open. But if you have any questions, please do feel free to send us an email, and I'm happy to answer those in future chats, and we'll reply to your email as well. So it's going to be a good time. It always is. I've now made 2. This was number 2. I first knit my first one with our very first offering of this class, which was only in person. In fact, I don't even know if there was technology to do one online at that point. That was in 2007, maybe. And then I started my second one in 2020. So who knows? Maybe there'll be a third Afghan down the road for me. Julia snickered. Yes, that's true. Okay. Thank you all for tuning in today. Please go take care of yourselves. Have a nap if you need it. Have a cocktail or a mocktail or a cookie. Whatever you need to be good to yourself today. I will see you all on the other side next Tuesday. Same place, same time. Bye.